Hey guys, and we're back, and we're on the main European map again, for the second time, I think, maybe third. And we are going to visit the Villa di Vasconcelos, and try and find out anything we can about the Knights Templar. But we're going to sunny Spain instead of kind of too hot Madrid, and kind of green Ireland. So we're going to, although it's very green in Spain, but let's go to the Villa di Vasconcelos. Ah, it's nice. And they're just wild grapes there. And there's the seal. That's a winged horse. So here we are in this place. Is it me, or does it just look better? It looks better drawn than other parts of the game. Maybe it's just that there's more here. Oh well. Let's we should maybe talk to the guy. Yeah, let's talk to this guy who's watching with a rainbow. Ah. Let's talk to the...
Hi, is this the Vasconcelos house?
Yes, what do you want?
Who wants to know? I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My name's George Stobbart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Senor?
Look, all I want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the countess and myself.
Can I speak to the countess?
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need
At
to
all,
know.
ever. She doesn't see any other
I have to
people.
talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No. I'm not gonna lie.
No, she hasn't won the lottery.
A more cunning man might have claimed that she had.
Oh yeah? They might have, might they?
And that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises.
Yeah.
The countess doesn't do the lottery.
Yeah, because I think if you say that she did do the lottery, then he just kicks you out. So it's best to say... It's better to tell the truth in this game, apart from a few instances where you have to lie. Why don't we ask about the Templar? Might as well.
What do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Well, goodbye.
Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
Okay, well, he's obviously... We can... If we go this way, just around the house, if we try and go in the door, he'll stop us, because he'll say, "Hey, do not go in the house," because I'm Spanish. So what you want to do instead is you want to see here where the hose comes in, click there, and you'll turn off the hose or whatever. I don't know. I think you turn off the hose.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
What if you search it like that?
The hose ran from some sort of utility room all the way to the lawn.
I think you have to do something with the hose, I think. I'm just trying to remember. Wait a minute. Is there anything I can... I thought you had to, like, I don't know, step on the hose or something.
I didn't like the...
No.
The hose ran...
Oh, no, you use... Oh, yeah, you use this. Don't know how you're meant to know this, but I think you think, well, you're meant to just kind of stop it from having any water flowing through it, so you put the pressure gauge on it and you pump it up. And that will stop the hose from working. So then the gardener will go inside. So we can go inside too. Nice. See, it's too loud.
I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
George.
Did you have anything to do with it?
No. Man.
See, you.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm mortified. How could you think such a thing?
Very easily, senor. Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house. If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that he will actually set the dogs on you and the dogs will chase you outside. I want to see that, actually. I really do want to see that. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a second, guys. I'll be right back. And I'm back, guys. I just wanted to save quickly because I really want to know what happens if the dogs catch you. I really want to know, and I've never seen it before. Because now I'm playing this through and recording it, I really want to see all the different iterations. So what you want to do is, if you try and go this way, if you go straight upstairs, I think it catches you straight away. So try and go this way, and the dogs will start barking like ruh, 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 whatever. And don't hide. Okay, I'm going to try and go upstairs, see what happens. What happens? Oh.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Come here.
What does he do?
Look, senor. All I want is a quiet life. A life without mad, house-breaking foreigners in it. Understand?
Look, I just wanted to, use the bathroom.
Leave now, please.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, he just takes you out the house. He doesn't actually set the dogs on you, that would be funny. And yet he doesn't close the door. Well, anyway, I'm just going to load back to where I was and not be caught. Okay, see you in a minute. And we're back. Now, what you want to do, the proper way you're meant to do this, is you're going to go down here and wait for the dogs to bark. And then wait for him to walk up, and then go behind the suit of armor.
I hid behind the armor and waited for developments.
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
I wonder why he says, I know you're there, American, and then you're like, oh, but then he doesn't actually see him, so it's fine. So what you want to do now is, I think, go straight upstairs. So if you go straight upstairs, then you can get to the count. Oh, no. Oh.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My name's George Stobbart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you'd just listen a minute.
Very well. State your business, Senor Stobbart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy. Anyway, the trail led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar are dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe that they have planted some clues here.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing...
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please, sit down.
Yeah. So basically we
Thank you.
don't have much we can do here, because we basically have to try and convince the Countess that we're onto something. So what we want to do is we'll ask about the Templar.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
You should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobbart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for the Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Oh, that's quite sad. So she has no children.
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me think. Well, the house is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old. Or, of course, the chess set.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I
Yeah,
wouldn't either.
600.
But that's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children.
Oh, sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One
It's
of the
missing a
pieces is
piece.
a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
It's a pity.
Nobody has any idea where it is?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobbart.
Okay, we'll ask about the chess set
May
again.
I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set. All of the original pieces had irregular bases.
Nah.
My
Yeah.
lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
That's
You.
funny.
Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
But, my lady...
Never without my permission.
Uh,
Senor Stobbart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
she takes us to the mausoleum. And he's here too, obviously. Lopez.
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure of the estate contemporary of the Templars.
Nice. What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum, Senor Stobbart.
Oh,
Come with me.
Oh. He's very awkward around other people, George.
Hey, senor.
yeah?
I
Senor.
do not know what you have told my lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
You've got
He sounds
nothing
more.
to
He sounds
worry
has
about.
more of a Mexican
Won't you
tint to
come
his
in?
Spanish.
No,
Anyway.
the dead do not interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
Okay, let's go inside and see some dead people. And she's looking around.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place of the Vasconcelos Templars.
Hmm.
It's well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect. I come here at least once a week to say a prayer.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Just don't touch it. You just have to have really look around.
Sarcophagus lids with the countess standing there.
Let's have a look.
I wasn't about to start heaving at sarcophagus lids
Yeah.
with the countess standing there.
What you want to really do is, like, there's no point moving this. This isn't important yet. So what you want to do is look at the altar with the Bible on it.
It was too delicate to move.
Oh, I don't want to
It
click
was
it again.
too...
Now let's click the Bible.
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey, it's a checkerboard. Close up.
Just shout out
I
loud,
could see
of
that
course.
The pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. Some of the squares had little jagged holes in the middle. Close up, I could see that
Oh, wait a minute.
over a check. Some of the lectern top.
Well, let's ask. Well, I think there's something here, isn't there?
Close up, I could
No,
see
no,
over
that's just the
some
same
of the
thing. Okay, well let's ask the countess about that.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Let's ask about. I don't know what that is.
Who exactly are these
Oh no, these are the
people?
My
this,
ancestors.
dead people.
These 5 men were all members of the Templars.
5 ancestors in the order. You must be very proud.
Not 5, 6.
Where's the 6th knight?
He was lost to us.
You lost an ancestor?
It is a family matter. It can have no relevance.
Well, it's connected with the curse of the Vasconcelos, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I hope you will honor my desire not to talk about it.
It's a sore subject
Okay,
even after
well,
this
I'll
many
leave it for
hundreds of
now.
years.
You certainly
Let's
know
ask.
your history.
About the
What's
Templars
your
more.
opinion of the Templars, Senor Stobbart?
The Templars? Well, they seem no worse than a lot of the knightly orders.
You are mistaken. Compared to the simpering politicians of the Hospitallers or the brutish Teutonics, the Knights Templar were the embodiment of chivalry.
Ah.
Filthy, money-grabbing French king and his pet pope did a great wrong. A bane settled upon my family at the whim of that self-seeking tyrant.
It was all a long time
Yeah,
ago.
seems to remember a lot of this.
Some things don't die. Injustice is one of them.
Let's ask about the...
Is the Virgin Mary
Virgin Mary.
really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with
Oh my God,
5
George.
knights?
You are showing your ignorance, Senor Stobbart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
Let's ask about the checkerboard
What's
pattern.
the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern. Purely decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass
Yeah.
chessboard look awfully deliberate.
No, it is ridiculous. What possible significance can it have?
It's part of a chessboard.
Board.
And the
Gaps.
gaps are for...
Senor
Stobbart.
You cannot mean...
This place was built for the Templars. Your chess set.
This is
is
all
as
the time.
old
They
as
must
the
be
Templars.
connected.
It's kind of suggestive, isn't it?
Let's ask
I
again.
think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
She hasn't discovered this through all her years of living there.
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here? And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
Yeah.
It was
This
wonderful
goes,
to watch
"Ugh."
the Countess change before my eyes.
His face palm.
Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobbart? This mystery has had a good long run, but it ends here and now.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
Lopez! Lopez! Put that hose down and listen!
Listen!
Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set. Oh, damn the game! Now, hurry!
So, what, we had the game set out. Damn the game. So,
My, this is exciting, is it not?
Don't get too excited. This could be a blind alley.
Oh,
I don't think
I
so.
do not believe that for a moment.
It's good to see you happy.
Happy?
ah.
You know, I think I am.
Well, let's ask about the Templar again. We can't leave this conversation now.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars. Don Carlos had already left their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos, is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. The bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy
Yeah.
us. Don Carlos was on one of his scholarly journeys when the Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know. The bishop denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance. But
Wicked people.
had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was never seen again.
And here comes...
Lopez.
Here comes
you have to
Lopez.
keep this.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Por favor,
Okay.
Senor Stobbart, would you be so kind?
My lady,
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobbart's motives are pure.
very well, my lady.
I do not trust you. I am Lopez.
My lady seems to trust you.
But you don't.
No, senor.
I am Lopez. Anyway, I like Lopez. What a stereotypical name.
It fits, Senor Stobbart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Now, upcoming is a puzzle that we have to solve. Let's see, where's it coming? Here we go. Now, this is actually quite a tricky puzzle. In the director's cut, it's slightly different. In this one, what you have to do is you're the white pieces, and you have to put the king in checkmate. And that's the king, I think, there. But the thing is, it's not really clear what the different pieces are. I mean, if it was the standard pieces, it'd be fine. I mean, like that's a bishop. That's I think that's a king. I think, and that's a knight. Yeah, that's a knight. So, and you can move these. No. You can move these around, and you just move these around to try and get the king in checkmate. And for the life of me, I can't remember how you do it. Let's see. Okay, so we have to move the bishop to the bishop to the no, click the bishop to the very top, and there we go. So that's the only thing I was wrong. Ooh, secret passage. Well, a secret compartment.
It's not.
Oh, the Holy Grail.
Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobbart.
That'd be funny as hell.
It is the
like,
communion
it's the Holy
chalice of the
Grail.
Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow. Well, go on.
I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead.
Live a little.
This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobbart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me.
Oh, that would have been funny if she'd reached out for it and it just killed her, like that chandelier just fallen on her. That would have been hilarious. Ah! Just hold it above her head. I am the countess. And it takes us straight back to Nico's apartment. Again. And we're sitting on the couch because we're more friendly with her.
So the curse of the Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no. The Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
What are you
You
doing?
got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
Nico's not very...
It's
like,
all
kind of-
part of the same thing.
she's not-
The
doesn't really want to
chalice
help
is
people.
Important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
No point, look, well, we could show her the chalice.
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave
Well,
it
she
away
didn't
to
lose
a
it, her
total
ancestors
stranger.
did. And they didn't
She's
lose it,
one
they put it there
pawn
and it was just
short of a
forgotten.
paella.
The Countess is a fine lady.
Bunch of
Compare her
paella, for
with
goodness
seafood.
me.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious?
Nico
She's
is
older than
jealous.
My grandmother.
But come to think of it, no, sorry. I'm gonna leave.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Okay. It's got a very odd voice sometimes. Okay. Now that we've got the chalice, this is the point at which we have to go to Montfaucon. So, we're going to go to Montfaucon. And you may ask why, but you'll see in a second. How you're meant to know, I think it's just the fact it makes sense. It's the only place you can go because you've just been from Spain. No point going there again. The Musée Crune, you could ask Lobinon, but you would ask Lobinon and he wouldn't know anything, or he may not be there. The police officer wouldn't know anything. You've just been here. There won't be anything there, so it must be Montfaucon you have to go to. And there's the gendarme there again. Oh no. And let's walk into Montfaucon. Or into the cathedral. I think it's cathedral. At Montfaucon. I love the word Montfaucon. It rolls nicely around the mouth. Okay, now this is the point at which we have to talk to this priest. I think he's a priest, maybe a bishop. No, I don't, well, maybe not a bishop. But anyway, we have to talk to this bishop who's doing
excuse
something.
me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be
Fairly
my
soft
pleasure
voice,
to
very
help you.
bit. Let's ask him about the stained glass window that we
Did you
saw
know that
before.
the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens.
Yeah.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained
Pride
glass.
is a sin!
Pride is a
Yeah,
sin,
yeah.
monsieur. But it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them.
Yeah.
It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
And let's ask about himself.
How long have you worked here?
I do not
Hardly
work.
monsieur.
Yeah.
This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
And let's ask about
I
himself
guess
again.
you don't know much about the history of this church then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine
Hang on that candlestick. Well, he's a
oui.
priest, he knows a lot of other
Anything
things.
less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
It's true. Anyway, this is the... You need him because of the fact you need to show him this.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Yes, you need him to polish that.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
So what you want to do while he's polishing your cup,
Okay, thanks.
you want to look around at some of these some of these tombs, especially the ones over here.
Waiting in prayer for the judgment day.
And look again.
A knight's
I'm just
tomb,
looking at everything.
his effigy in marble lying in perpetual state.
And then look at this one as well.
Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess. A knight there in the...
Let's look again.
Biblical references. I guess.
And then you have to... I think you have to ask him about the... Yeah, because see, now it's clean, because you can see this cup is shining. And it will become shiny as soon as you look at that tomb. Because this is the biblical references.
Hello again, Father.
We have the chalice.
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems...
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner.
Oh.
That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Ooh. Well, let's have a look.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Let us have a closer look at this tomb in the corner. Now actually, considering this part here with the biblical references, well, you'll see in a second, I'll wait for a second.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1, 4, 5, and just one more. Psalms 22, 21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The Chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the Chalice had some significance all of its own.
Yeah, so basically, in the director's cut version of this, that was a puzzle on its own. Because there was a puzzle where you actually had to find all the different Bible references by kind of moving things around. I don't know enough about the actual director's cut version, but
Father.
that was a puzzle. There are very few puzzles in the game itself. There are more in the director's cut.
Speak to you again.
Well, there's nothing really I can ask him about.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So now we know those Bible references. Since we've got those Bible references, we should maybe go to the museum and talk to Lobino, since we can talk to Lobino. I mean, he may know something about the De Vasconcelos or something like that. So anyway, next time we will be probably going to the Musée Krün and talking to Lobino. Okay, see you guys then.